everyone, and welcome back to another video. I know it's been a hot minute, but I always say this and I know it sounds like an excuse. Life has been a bit busy at the moment. I was in Italy for a while and I just didn't really feel to film anything, and I just wanted to take a little bit of a break from my, ebook and all of that. But I'm back and I thought I'd make another what eating a day video because you guys seem to really like them, and I also really like to make this kind of videos. As you've seen, I started my day with a little bit of exercise. I'm actually trying out a whole new morning routine. I've been reading the book, The 5 a.m. Club, which I will link below in case you guys want to check it out. And I'm trying to wake up a bit earlier, although it's definitely a struggle waking up at 5 a.m. because that's really early, isn't it? But I'm trying, and I definitely feel very productive once I do that. Once I actually overcome the waking up process, then the rest of the morning I feel very alert, very awake, very productive. I've been drinking lots of tea because here in London it's been pretty cold in the morning. I guess it gets a bit warmer during the day, but nighttime and morning they are very, very chilly. So I've been drinking lots of herbal tea, and now it's time to make some breakfast, and I'm gonna show you what I'm having. Something very simple but very delicious. For breakfast, I'm thinking about having like a yogurt granola bowl. So this is my sweet potato granola, which I made yesterday. You can find the recipes in my ebook. I will leave the link in the description box. It's so delicious, and it's sweetened with sweet potato and a little bit of maple syrup. And then I made this kind of like plum and raspberry compote, which I need to finish. This is literally just some fruit which has been stewed in a pan on a gentle simmer. And then obviously we have some yogurt. This is the one I love, which is from the Coconut Collaborative. Is completely unsweetened and it tastes really, really good. I also have some pumpkin seed because pumpkin seeds are so good for you. They're a great source of zinc, which is great for your skin as well. And I might also add a ripe banana. So yeah, very simple breakfast, but I think it's gonna be delicious. Here it is, super simple, super quick. Once you have all the ingredients on hand, it honestly takes just minutes to make. I love the kind of like fruit compote with the yogurt. It's so delicious, and the crunchiness of the granola. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to tuck into this one. This is so good. For lunch, I'm making a new recipe, which I hope is gonna taste delicious. It's a barley and chickpea soup, stew kind of thing. So here, obviously, we have some dry barley, which I'm going to rinse. And these are some cooked chickpeas, which I cooked yesterday. You can also use tin chickpeas, obviously. And then we're gonna use some celery, which I need to wash, leek, carrot, some kale, chopped tomatoes or tomato passata, whatever you have, and some stock cubes. I might add some extra spices like smoked paprika, maybe of cumin. Let's see what I've got in the cupboard and let's see how it turns out. Finger crossed it will be delicious. We're gonna start by just gently frying all the veggies, which I've chopped very small. Half of it went outside. And a little bit of oil. You can also use water if you prefer go completely oil-free, and you just want to saute them for about 10 minutes until they start to soften and caramelize, and they should also reduce in size as well. Okay, so the vegetables have, let me switch off the fan, it's a bit loud. The vegetables have cooked down for about 10 minutes. As you can see, they're nice and soft now, and I'm gonna add 2 garlic cloves because I love garlic. Garlic make everything taste delicious. If you maybe don't want it too garlicky, you can just add 1. Entirely up to you. And then we're gonna cook for another few minutes. Just make sure you keep stirring because garlic can burn very easily. And then I'm gonna add some spices. A little bit of smoked paprika and 1 sprig of rosemary. Just give it another stir. And then I'm gonna add the barley, which I just gave it a rinse. Here it is, adding in the barley. Just give it a good mix. And then we're gonna add in the veggie stock and the chopped tomatoes. So the soup has been cooking for about 20 minutes and the barley is almost cooked. So I'm just gonna add in the chickpeas. I probably won't use all of them. It's probably, I don't know, half a can. You can do a bigger batch. Let's see. Or maybe I think that would be enough. Let's add a bit more. I was thinking to make some hummus, but I don't think I got enough chickpeas for the hummus. Here you go. I'm just gonna add a little bit more veggie stock. You just want to add it in gradually. You don't have to measure exactly, just make sure everything is covered. And then obviously if you want it a bit thicker, you add less. If you want to be more like a soup consistency, then you can add a bit more. And then I'm gonna let it cook for probably another 10 to 15 minutes on a low heat with the lid on. Okay, so the soup is ready, I would say. Is actually really tasty. I think it needs a little bit of seasoning, so I'm adding some tamari. You can also add some soy sauce, or you can just add some salt. But I do like kind of like the umami flavor of the tamari. And now I'm gonna add the chopped kale. Here it is. The chopped kale only needs a few minutes, especially if you don't want to overcook it. You want to keep it quite bright and green. We can actually turn the heat off and just let it sit for a couple of minutes, and then it's ready to serve. It's good because I'm actually really hungry right now. So yeah, really excited to tuck into this one. Super hearty, awesome. And it's also great for meal prep because I think you can have this in the fridge for definitely the whole week. The soup was delicious. I've been really loving the combination of whole grains and legumes together. I find them extremely... My camera is sorry. I need to get a new tripod, can you tell? I was saying I find them extremely filling and satisfying, much more than just having beans or chickpeas. And I really love barley. I think I'm gonna definitely use it a bit more often in winter because it works so well in soup. Just a side note, something not related to food. My skin has been a bit all over the place at the moment. I was in Italy for a while. I went on holiday where I went to the Amalfi Coast, and you know, when you're on holiday, you definitely don't eat as healthy as you do when you're at home, and my skin can be quite prone to this kind of thing, especially things like sugar or deep fried food, or I had also a few drinks, and you know, alcohol is not the greatest for skin in general because it's kind of like simple sugar. And then obviously I also been wearing the face mask, as I guess everyone else in the world right now, and that is definitely not helping the situation. So I had this kind of like spot here, and I've also been having some kind of like small pimple here on the side, which is so weird because I never really get spots on this side of the face. Normally they're more on the kind of like orgonal area, which is the chin and the jaw, and I have another one here. This one I made a real mess out of it. You know, I shouldn't have touched it before it was absolutely ready to go, but I did, and I obviously having a scar at the moment, more like a crust. And this one I think I did a little bit better, but I don't know. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I just want to mention it because I feel like the camera can be quite deceiving when it comes to skin. Like if I stay further away, my skin looks quite clear, I think. I don't know, it's hard to tell now. I think once I edit the video you can definitely see more. But yeah, I just want to mention it because, you know, having breakouts or pimples or anything like that, it's just so normal. Like, I'm sure there are people out there blessed genetically which they never ever get a breakout, which is great. I'm so lucky. I'm so happy for you. Definitely not my case. And I just want to show it because, you know, it's just normal. We're human and we get breakouts, and the skin is constantly changing. And that's something which I've been learning to accept, that my skin go through phases. I have months where my skin is absolutely clear. Sorry, my phone. Or I have months where my skin is kind of like a bit up and down, and that's okay. That's life. So yeah, just want to mention it in case you feel a bit insecure about your skin. Don't, because we all go through bad skin patches. They're just gonna have to go. And if you can, don't do this, because this is just not helping anyone. Definitely not helping your skin. This is gonna take a long time to kind of like get the scar away. Will I ever learn? Will I ever learn? Anyway, I'll see you again later. I'm gonna do some work. I got some books to pack. I guess I'll see you at dinner time, or be early if I'm having something else. It's about 4 p.m. and I just came back home from Bubbly. I just went to the organic store to pick up something, and I also bought myself these delicious Riella Veggie Crackers. Love this one. And look how beautiful these organic apples are. They've got such a pretty pink color. I just had to get them. They were just so pretty. So I'm just having some crackers with some homemade hummus, which I made. I will leave the recipe in the description box. It's very simple. Oh, yum. I love this as a savory snack. So good. Okay, it's approaching dinner time, and to be honest with you, I have no motivation to cook tonight. I'm just really not feeling it. It's also a bit rainy now, and it's just a bit cold, and I don't know. It's just one of those days where one of those evenings that I just lost all the motivation to cook anything. I think I'm gonna do something really simple. So we have some leftover to finish. So we have some leftover curry. I'm gonna finish my barley and chickpea soup tomorrow for lunch. I cannot have the same thing twice in the same day. I think that's just a bit too much. But I think I'm gonna do some steamed broccoli because I need to get some greens in, especially because my skin is all over the place, so greens always help. And then I might just do some baked chips, like just baked potatoes, and having that with the leftover curry we have. I think that's gonna do it, because I just can't wait to do anything else. I don't know how interesting is that to see some steamed broccoli and baked chips, but I'll show you anyway. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you like this. So I've chopped up the potatoes into kind of wedges. I don't peel my potatoes because these are organic, so I keep the skin on. And then I'm just gonna add a bunch of spices. You can add whatever you like. I like garlic granule, and then some onion. Oh, the camera again. And then I'm going in with some onion granule. I've got some dried oregano, salt, black pepper. You want to be generous with your seasoning, otherwise, you know, potatoes can be a bit bland. Some smoked paprika. I keep these potato chips oil free, but you can also add a drizzle of oil if you want. up to you. You just want to toss them around with your hands so they all get nicely coated in your herbs and spices. Okay, and then what I do, I just put them in my oven rack, I think it's called. I make sure they are a bit far from each other so the air can go through them and they will get nice and crispy. I think this is a bit too big, so I'm gonna chop this in half. But yeah, and then we're gonna bake them in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. Potatoes are ready. Look how nice and crispy they are. I'm obsessed with these kind of fries. I make them quite often. So good. This is dinner, so I've got the steamed broccoli, this is leftover dal and curry, and these are the chips. I put on top some of my cheesy sauce. This recipe is actually from old blog post for mac and cheese, but you can also use it on other things like vegetables, or if you wanted to have it as a dipping sauce. I will leave the link in the description box. I might go for seconds because I'm pretty hungry. But yeah, this looks quite random, but I think it's gonna be delicious. And for dessert, I'm having something a bit random again, but I really like it. It's coconut yogurt, the same one I had this morning, with some pumpkin seed and some chopped up dates. I really like this combination, don't judge me. And then I also have caffeine-free vanilla chai from Puka with a dash of cashew milk. I just wanted to wrap up the vlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I will make sure to leave all the links and all the recipes in the description box, so check it out if you want to try any of the dishes that I made in the vlog. And yeah, I guess I'll see you again in the next video. If you have any suggestion for videos that you want me to make, please let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're here, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you so much. Bye.